then I also have invested the majority of the money in the film. So it's self-funded, but I did find one major investor who came in pretty significantly. And he was somebody that I met through really through kind of personal networks. And, he really believed in the cause, especially the community that I was telling the story about, the Dalit community. And he felt like, this is such an important story. And he wanted to put in, the significant chunk. And again, I mean, I think finding people who believe in your vision, um, your message, your storytelling, or the themes that you're touching upon are so important. And so sometimes, people look at these big major institutions, right? Like Sundance, and it's like, oh, if I can't get support from Sundance, I'll never make a film. But that's really not true at all. Because you'll have a much better chance making a film going out and doing it in a way in this kind of, private, like finding investors than waiting for the Sundances in the world to kind of support your film. And so, I think it was really liberating for me because again, I think, so many times as filmmakers, we're looking for validation from the outside and from these institutions. And having worked at a kind of major institution, I really understood that it was it was not always about the quality of the film. A lot of times there were political choices made. There were a lot of people in the room, like I had said about The Last Repair Shop, that were naysayers. There were, there's so many other factors that it's not a good compass to use for like your film, and not, definitely not a good gauge for the validation of your film or for your creative vision. And so really for me, it was about taking it in my own hands and going and raising the money on my own, knowing that I had a very important story to tell, something that I really wanted to do. And, again, drowning out that noise of like, okay, is it, do I need to have this stamp of approval? Do I need to have that stamp of approval? The only stamp of approval that you need is your own if you want to go and do it. And you've got to do that for yourself.
That is fantastic.